curation of our PSL season is a thing of absolute beauty. We kicked it off with the MTN 8, we dazzled with the DStv Premiership, and now we're getting ready for the season finale trophy in the Nedbank Cup. This tournament has delivered some of the craziest moments in our history. Remember this?
The nightmare of the Nedbank Cup continues for Kaizer Chiefs.
What about this?
This is a demolition job. It's no longer an upset.
You've got to remember this one.
TS Galaxy have vanquished Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, it's time to experience it once more.
Exciting times. We are here at the Nedbank House in Sandton. It's the launch of the Nedbank Cup, a tournament which has got a long history of upsets. Hopefully, it will be the same this year. I saw interesting names in the draw, like Amavarara. I mean, who will remember that day at the Pitamagawa Stadium? I think it was in 2011 or something like that, all those years ago, when a team from Limpopo, from Hampatele, out of nowhere, rocked up on that hot afternoon and stunned Kaizer Chiefs.
To steal it at the 10th for Maroka. Baloy, not a chance! Still alive! Oh my word!
So there's been many episodes over the years where a team out of nowhere, with players that are known by nobody, comes and they provide a massive upset.
Here's a chance! It's there! That's the fourth! Orlando Pirates are heading out of the Nedbank Cup! Sensational!
Braden Malesela, he won his first cup. Somebody who, personally I've got a lot of respect for. He won this tournament also against all odds.
TS Galaxy have come and conquered Kaizer Chiefs. Dendez remaining calm. Oh, so composed. The maturity. Dendez has achieved what some said was the unthinkable.
I mean, TS Galaxy went through that final in Durban as overwhelming underdogs. They rocked up in there and they surprised Kaizer Chiefs. Obviously, over the last while, it remains one of those matches which provided one of the biggest shocks in South African football. And I hope that something like that can happen this year. This tournament has got a long history of small teams coming through and doing the unthinkable.
It was fun times to see everyone that works ever so hard to bring you the best football experience all season. Football personnel and the media at large were out in full force to witness this spectacle. Dubbed as the FA Cup of our league, the Nedbank Cup has that special thing to it that gives clubs from the lower tier a chance to test themselves against the big boys.
The Giant Slayer Cup. It's absolutely what we call it. I mean, if you look at, when was it, 2021, when Richards Bay kicked Kaizer Chiefs out. In fact, if you look at when TS Galaxy won it, no one expected TS Galaxy to win it. We're incredibly proud of that tradition because actually we believe that the teams that maybe not a lot of South Africans know, they don't have a lot of resources the way the big teams do. They use the Nedbank Cup to really propel themselves and become, giants themselves who hopefully one day will also be slayed by the, what's normally called the smaller teams.
Talking about, the Goliath, I think this is the way that big clubs really they will want to, flex their muscles because they are big clubs. They want to go to the later stages. While, the smaller clubs, with all due respect to them, these are players that also want contracts with the bigger sides in the NFD as well in the PSL. So those players will really bring their A game. And that's what we want to see, freshness, new players coming into this league and showing how good players they are.
It's always exciting to have this kind of beautiful cup. So, and of course, we have to, or our goal is that we go through the next stage. It will be just a beautiful thing if we could do the same thing what we did 2019. And in the first team, we will take every team serious.
The Nedbank Cup is an important cup for us. It's the only chance for us to get silverware this season. So we are going to go all out and make sure that we get our first, PSL trophy for the team. We are still a team that's building, but not building in terms we're still new in the block, but we want to make sure that we win this trophy and cement and make sure that we give the chairman a present.
The general feeling on the night was that it was a fair draw. In fact, so much so that some felt that it was perfect to ease us all in what promises to be a thriller. There was a good balance, but I'll let the players break it down for us.
I started realizing that in the last 2-3 years, when we've done the draw, we actually haven't had anyone in studio, right, because of COVID. So we have, I mean, for me to have the energy in the room, the teams reacting to when they get drawn was actually like a lot of fun. I think the draw is pretty good in terms of a good mixture of, you know, some lower league division like clashes, some Premier League division clashes, but at the same time some mixture between that. You don't want all the big teams up front playing themselves, you don't want all the small teams up front. So I think there's some, like, it's going to be really exciting. I'm excited about the draw.
Super Sport United will play at home. I see they are celebrating here in the room, loading. Let's see who will be trying to stop them, and it is Dondol Stars.
Oh.
Dondol Stars FC. So this is a Tshwane derby.
Really quite interesting. I think early on when I spoken to you, spoken about David and Goliath, you know, there's a couple of interesting fixtures. One that speaks about, you know, Super Sport United up against Dondol as well. It's going to be quite interesting, you know. So those fixtures really, I think it's going to be very, very beautiful. And also this is a competition that gives clubs from the lower level an opportunity to showcase their talents, because, you know, being live on Super Sport, it really is special.
Kukune United. Kukune United, Liver Brothers from the Mpumalanga province.
It's an exciting draw for us. I think it just favors us more. No disrespect to Liver Brothers from Mpumalanga, but the fact that they're coming to play us at home.
Cape Town Space. Cape Town Space, and it's Baroka FC. Baroka FC will be traveling all the way to Cape Town.
From my side, a draw is like, I like that draw because the last time we played against them, they beat us in the penalty. So now it's payback time, I think. Cape Town Space, a big team and it's a good team, well organized. So for me, it's going to be a battle that we need us to fight. We can't just win, but we need to fight so that we can go through to the next round.
Marumo Gallants will be playing at home. They will play up against Magesi FC. Magesi FC from the Mutipe Foundation.
Cup belongs to us. So, which means you just have to put more effort for us just to take back our cup. Because last season we managed to get the cup, then last season we lost it in the final, so you must take it back. So it's like our lucky charm cup.
Quite difficult rather, but I'm looking at a side such as Mamelodi Sundowns. I mean, they've got quality, you know, from back to front, front to back as well. I mean, one of the players has just come back, that is Peter Shalulile, already scored a goal. So I think for me, Mamelodi Sundowns, with the quality they have, Themba Zwane, I mean, these are players, I mean, for me, Themba Zwane, a magician with the ball at feet, a gentleman without it, so beautiful, a footballer as well. So I think Mamelodi Sundowns, they've got the muscle, they've got the flex, they've got the quality as well. I think definitely they are, you know, one of the sides that I think will definitely go through to the later stages and possibly win it.
Our purpose is to use our financial expertise to do good. So we think it's important that in the areas that we operate in, that we do good. And the multipurpose sports court allows young kids to be able to train their bodies in terms of playing football, netball, volleyball, and all of those games. So the winner again of this year's Nedbank Cup will have an opportunity to choose a school from the area that they come from, and we will install on their behalf a multipurpose sports court.
I guess the only thing to say here is good luck to all those 32 teams that will be battling it for this year's honours. We have one tiny request from Love PSL. Make it a memorable one, boys.